Hello everyone, this is Marie Fox. Yep, thank you. Welcome to Double Ducks, where I review shows that involves, well, ducks. Ducktales reboot and Quackers. Ducktales Episode 1, Woohoo, Part 1. Well, I'm only gonna talk about Part 1 much because Part 2, my memory is pretty slim to it. And DuckTales was never really part of my childhood back then. So I may not gonna do very well in this because I don't know much about the DuckTales series. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I never grew up with a classic one. So without further ado, let's begin. The story begins with Donald Duck is going to get ready for a job interview. But however, he was unable to reach the babysitter to watch the triplets. Then Donald takes Huey, Louie, and Dewey to Uncle Scrooge's mansion. They were very excited to see him because he does very good adventures in the past, which they think it was rumored. Seems unpleasant when Scrooge takes the triplets to the room only to play marbles. Jeez, they gave him so much questions that aggravates him. They encountered Webby, who is very good at researching the Ducks family. She eagerly befriends with the triplets and they accept. That was quick. Even she thought they were perpetrators. After escaping the room from the event, they go to the wing to check out filled artifacts and statues. There was trouble. 3 ghosts are ready to attack, but there's no need to fear cause Mr. Paul is here! It's actually Uncle Scrooge, the headless horse who now has a statue Uncle Scrooge's broken head. It was humorous. Now, it turns out the wing is actually his garage, and the rest of the ducks, they thought Scrooge's Adventures was a rumor. It turned out to be true. The golden dragon was awakened from the third gong that was struck 3 times. The third time was Scrooge McDuck because he was very angry at them and he didn't realize it. Scrooge McDuck grabbed the dragon and told the ducklings to stay, and they felt guilty after all they'd done to him. So they're gonna help him by the help with the launch pad. Scrooge McDuck got the Medusa gauntlet to touch the dragon by turning him back into the statue before reaching the gold. After they on the ground, Scrooge McDuck was angry at them at first, but now he admits that he likes the adventuring again.
That was incredible! When you pulled me into the airplane and said, no time! Oh, and who would have thought of a Medusa gauntlet? Brilliant! Oh, and then you swung me out and pulled up just in time and
and also motivates to go back to his adventuring career, and all the ducks were happy. Well, I see from here, in my point of view, the characters are good. Even the redesigns of one of the characters, like Butler or Maid something. And the animation is very convenient. Oh, I said this on my first one. And it's so nice. It looks like a comic styled for a reboot. So I give this show a 8 out of 10 stars. No wait, 8 out of 10 ducks for being so good at their first startup reboots. Oh, I have to go to a store, so we'll be right back after these messages. Kinyo, why the ducks are sick and not eating their bread?
Well, Eric, because bread makes ducks very ill, which doesn't help them to survive. It causes water to get polluted, and they can die from it.
So what should we do?
We have to give them something. What they should eat.
Let's see. Cabbage, oats, corn,
Cooked rice.
Yeah.
And also bird seeds, any kind. So, for you guys out there, must protect the ducks and never feed them bread.
That's right.
call the number on your screen and go to 1-800 free the duck's health.
And now, back to our show. We finished Ducktales 17. It's time for another show to cover. Quackers. Quackers is a adult cartoon from FXX Animation Domination, created by Ben Jones. You know, the same guy who made the Problem Solvers. The episode that I'm mostly going to review is The Runes. Wit and Clay got a new prank to do by making the sound that sound like this. Boo. It's from the phone number that someone cut off. They hung up. Everyone was saying, hello, hello. It gives me some chuckles when the two ducks did that. Then it cuts to Dottie and Officer Barry have a talk until Dottie's ex-boyfriend shows up. What's funny is that Officer Barry has a saw, like a drill saw, to cut half of the ex-boyfriend's car, and he got upset because, like, before Officer Barry cuts the car, the ex-boyfriend was talking about his family. He was making fun of him. Last but not least, there were snakes. Barf got a box of snakes, and they were everywhere. It was all over Wit, Clay, Dottie, and Officer Barry. Yeah, it was very crazy when Barf was actually vomiting on snakes and they ended up being possessed by the snakes. And that's a very weird ending. Wow. I have to say, this episode has like subplots. Like, one is about the prank of the phone, 2 is the ex-boyfriend, and 3, the snakes. My goodness. Well, I'm gonna talk about a few thoughts on a few episodes. Like the weirdest one, it creeped me out a little at first, where Clay was talking to his ex-girlfriend, but not really his actual girlfriend. It's a picture of her. Talking to her like a real person. And it was another one where Dottie was trying to try some exercise to help her wrist getting smaller, because it was like big. She was trying to do some wrist exercise, which is silly. Alright, now the characters. Wit, Clay, and Barf, they're like your typical pranksters and who likes to play skateboards. And Dottie, she seems like a nice duck, but can act very weird and strange. And Officer Barry, who is sweet and kind, and I kind of do feel sorry for him because he has his crazy mother and daughter and a son that tries to kill him and always gets his beak busted. And Bug, who was like a kid or something, he's like one of those nice ducks that like helps the animals that's from a hurricane and brings like make an ark, like Noah's Ark. And he actually met Miley Cyrus as a duck. I'm not kidding. There's Miley Cyrus in the show. Well, I'm not going to keep talking about the episodes because I don't want to spoil it. You got to see it for yourself. It's pretty, yeah, I just say it's kind of bizarre. So the animation, this has a lot of improvements after the latest project of Ben Jones. It's kind of good. I give this a 7 out of 10 for colorful characters in the background. The episodes and writing can get kind of a mediocre. So the final rating I give this show is a 5.5 out of 10. The other 5, it counts as for the animation, I give it credit. The Double Ducks review is now finished. So if you want to see more about Quackers in the making, you should go see Ben Jones' video. The link will be in the description. It's very interesting. It will talk about the history of his projects of Paper Rad. If you like this video, stay tuned for more. This is Marie Fox signing off, and have a good day.